Hey, welcome to Everything Elite. I'm your host, Mike V.
Hey, they call me .net.
And it's everybody's favorite homeboy, J. Ross. So we coming to you with another episode of Everything Elite Podcast.
It's a new year, baby. 2025 about to be live, but 2024, man, they went out with a bang, I'll tell you that. We had that City of Palms down there in Florida, nothing but action the whole time, but Columbus pulled that thing out, man. Boozer Boys showed why they going to Duke next year. And then we went from there to the Jordan Classic up there in NY, and a classic it was.
It's just something about that vibe of tournaments in New York, man. That New York basketball vibe is just different.
Oh.
Like, I've been to a few different tournaments up there, and you can see a team play at City of Palms, see them play at Holiday Hoops Giving. You can see them play at a tournament in Cali, but it's just something about that energy.
Oh yeah.
In New York, it's different. It's different.
And it was different. It was different. It was everybody. It was like indoor ruckus up in there. That thing got jumped off, man. Luhi beat Columbus by 9. And when I tell you that game was a monster, bro. Columbus was up at halftime.
A lot of back and forth. Big time plays.
Second half, Luhi comes out, and the Mingo brothers went crazy. They combined for 45 points, 11 rebounds. That boy Nigel James, another highly ranked recruit, the Marquette commit. He had 18 points and controlled the flow. He was facilitating. I mean, it was great energy. As far as Columbus, that might have been one of the lowest outputs that I've seen from Cameron Boozer. Because, you know, when you think Cameron Boozer, you're expecting to see at least a 20 piece, 25.
Man.
And you know he can go for 40. But Boozer was held to 12 that game. And shout out that boy MJ Madison, man. That boy been on the tear recently defending, man. And he was coming off a game at City of Palms where he held Chris Sinak to 7 points, one of the lowest offensive output of the season. And so you coming back from holding Sinak to 7, and then you got to sit here and defend Cameron Boozer. And really, Boozer only scored 8 on MJ, 2 of his other buckets on some of the teammates. And so when you playing that type of defense and you got all that offensive firepower up in Luhi, and that's without Cayenne. And so that's why everybody was looking like, man, Luhi put the world on notice with that one, bro. Because everybody came in that gym expecting those Boozer boys to go crazy, win the game, and then the very next day Columbus played again and they lost to Link Academy. But Boozer, I believe, had 25 that game, and Chris Sinak, he had a great game too. And so it was a lot of good energy up there, a lot of great basketball, and that was a hell of a way to end the year, bro.
Like, so I just heard what you said. I'm not letting you just go over that. What I heard was it's a lockdown defender out here. Like that, because you can't, he the common denominator. Once you got 2 5-stars and they scoring way low than they average, and Boozer is huge. He should never score only 12 points. Not disrespecting nothing, but that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that tells the effort of MJ Madison. I just want to put that out there. I ain't gonna let us skip over that.
No, I agree, man.
That's big.
I agree.
You said 7 points.
Sinak had 7.
He probably had under 10 points since he been 10. And then the Boozer, I don't call them the Boozer boys. That's a man.
Oh yeah, that boy body is built like a 12th year NBA veteran.
Built like his daddy.
He's straight up. His body, he ready to bang with NBA All-Stars body wise.
We shouting out that defensive eliteness. We putting that on notice, man.
Absolutely. And so that's how we ended 2024. Fast forward to 2025, we got the Hoop Hall Classic West, and it was the Tyran Stokes debut. You know, Tyran Stokes had been injured for a while. He came back, and that boy was
He's back.
That boy Tyran, hey man, that boy was out there going crazy on them boys, man. Straight up. I mean,
We've been waiting for it. So,
man, he was doing everything, man. My boy taking it to the rack. One game he had 7 dunks. He was pulling up threes, throwing full court passes man, he was doing everything, man. Shout out Tyran, man. He a Feed the Bigs alumni too, man. Shout out Tyran Stokes, man. That's the way you come back, bro. That's the way to let them
That's
know
how
that
you
they
put
missed your
yourself back on the map, man.
That's the way to let them know they missed your presence, my guy. Straight up. Hey, stay elite, man. You always have been. And so, but to tap in on that, his ex-teammate, Dybansta, was out there going crazy too, bro. With his Utah prep squad, man. You know, and them boys, and it wasn't even just him. That Utah prep squad, man. I can't think of the kid's name, the guard, but he was lighting them up too, man. They put on a display, man. They put on a offensive display out there. And I mean, it was just nothing but elite basketball, man. And that's the way to start the year off.
So, while we're talking about Utah Prep and AJ Dynasty, as we like to call them, what do you think that team's going to look like when Xavier Stanton gets there?
Oh my gosh. Hey, man. That's dangerous. That's dangerous.
That's a dangerous front court.
That's crazy. You adding Stanton to that equation? Oh, man, now you talking. They got to be top 5. I mean, they're going to live in the top 5.
Going to live in the top 5. If not number 1.
In the top 5, bro, because
that's a duo. Then they have good guard play, but you put a 7'1", 7'2", whatever he is out there with AJ, man, please.
Hey, man, you know,
I don't even know how that works. So, somebody in the comments, please tell me how you transfer schools in the middle of the school year. Is it because it's a prep school? Just tell me the rules in the comments. Like, go in the comments below and say, J. Ross, this is why he's able to transfer in the middle of the school year. Just let me know. I want to know.
You know what? I was wondering the same thing, man. I don't know how that works either.
Yeah, just let us know in the comments.
But that was interesting. I thought the same thing. I'm like, aren't we a month into the season? So can he just come in and start playing out the gate?
Hey, just let me know in the comments.
Man, you know, but shout out that boy Javion. That's a good move. Shout out Utah Prep. Leveled up all the way.
Man, shout out BYU.
Whew. Y'all got 2 of them. Oh my. Hey, I know that collective is happy.
Happy.
Yes, sir. You know, while we talking about top 5, I ain't gonna lie to you. Link Academy, they up there, bro. And I mean, Jerry Easter is controlling the flow like a seasoned veteran. You know, he might not be putting up just outrageous points numbers, but he flirting with a triple-double every time he get out there. And he's controlling the flow, and turnovers are to a minimum. And so you surrounded with all that type of talent, and you the floor general, man. And he's an experienced floor general, because we all know what he's done on AAU for years. And so he's in that setting. I mean, it's hard to say, man. You know, I tell you what, man. Chipotle Nationals is going to be nuts this year. Because, I mean, anybody can win it. They're better.
They love Chipotle.
They're better. I do feel like a lot of these teams in the EYBL Scholastic have done a good job just balancing out those rosters. You know, this is as close as you get. Like, this is like the NBA of high school, bro.
Facts.
You know, these kids are traveling every week. They're not in school, sometimes 2 and 3 days a week, city to city. Still got to do homework. Still got to make it happen. But they coming out to these different events and displaying nothing but eliteness, man. And I'm so glad that this league exists now. You know what I mean? Like, this ain't high school basketball. That's not high school basketball. These are young pros, you know? And the level that they're playing at is just nothing but eliteness, bro. Nothing but eliteness. Bryce James committed to Arizona.
Bryce James committing to Arizona, it makes sense to me. Go to a basketball school, basketball program, still on the West. I don't think nothing them kids do is gonna go. I just can't see them going the wrong way. Just because they daddy is the king of basketball. Absolutely. So like, they're going to know everything that can happen, will happen, and is going to happen. So it must be a good opportunity. Whatever it is, if he got dreams of the league or whatever, like, it's gonna be a good opportunity for him. So I'm glad. I was glad that he didn't go to one of the big basketball schools. You know what I'm saying? Because like, oh, you just going to say you went instead of going to either develop or whatever your purpose is of going to Arizona. Because like I always say, my daddy's LeBron James. I don't have to go to the league.
Mm-hmm.
I can still be a successful man playing basketball too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm glad the decision is made at this time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it was a great move, man. I think it was a really great move. And, you know, do I think he'll be one and done? Absolutely not. But I do feel like that is a good program. And, you know, he already has the work ethic. I mean, he got a hell of an example in front of him. And he can make the most of it, make the best of it, you know, and he get his own NIL situation and start making his bag, building his bag like his brother and his daddy. You know?
Bronny is playing good basketball.
He really is right now.
Bronny
he really is.
He looked like the rest of the, when you a star and he wasn't even no big superstar on the scoring side, but when you're a basketball player and you in the G League, he putting up numbers that make you like, okay, he belongs somewhere, you know what I'm saying? So that's good because he's averaging like 18 now, and he's just looking better. He's having fun, way more confident, looking like Sierra when he was over there for real. Not even USC like when he was in high school.
I agree.
Cause the bag ain't crazy, you know what I'm saying? He real fundamental. So he looking like how when he was just killing in high school, how he was real good, poised and all that. That's what we seeing now in the G League.
Absolutely. And let me get that to Rob. Absolutely. You know, he's definitely playing some good basketball, and he does look a lot more comfortable right now. And you know, is Bryce? You next up, boy.
Y'all know I'm a Bryce fan, man. I love Bryce James, man. He went from little chubby football player body, that boy stretched out, man. Real hooper.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I like him because the new NBA fits Bryce's game. He can guard and he can make a three. It's simple.
And he plays defense. He's gonna try to meet you at that rim.
Yeah, he can guard and he can shoot a three. The NBA game set for him, man.
Yeah, it's
three ball game, defend three positions. He'll be all right, man. At the end of the day, LeBron James' son, he'll be A1 okay.
Absolutely. So check this out, man. You know, we Everything Elite, this a podcast, but we decided to go and step it up for the new year, baby. We got a new segment where we gonna interview one of these young elite athletes and give them a little moment to expound on what they're going through and how they doing what they're doing. And so that new segment is called The Ones. And so this is the debut. Check us out.
Let's see what your one's like. What's up, everybody? It's your favorite homeboy, J. Ross, and today on Everything Elite Podcast, The Ones, we have a very, 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 very special guest. We have a 4-star, ranked number 73 in the country, number 2 in New York City, with offers from UGA, Penn State, West Virginia, amongst many, many, many more. We got MJ Madison. What's up, MJ?
What's good, Ross? What's good? Thank you for having me. Thank you.
So, MJ, your name has been one of the hottest names over the summer on the circuit. So just run down for me how everything changed after this summer for you.
Well, you know, I was originally playing 3SSB with 85, and you know, I was doing really good over there. We made it all the way to the tournament, and then, you know, we weren't playing as good as we were playing, but I was playing really good, and Georgia Star 17 EYBL hit me up, and they were like, you know, let's come down for a tournament. And at first I was like, you know, like I was just in South Carolina for a week, and I was juggling like going home and going back and playing for a whole nother week. But I decided to make the move and go to Georgia Stars for that week. And as we can see now, it was a very successful move. Going there, we played Mac Irvin first game. I did really good that game, and then we had a huge game. I think 2 days later versus Team Mello, and I played very exceptional in that game. And with Team Mello had Kai and Anthony, of course, y'all know who that is. And the head coach from Luhi was there. Some of the assistant coaches, they offered me a spot on the team. What was that? Like a month or two after, and then. Of course, the move was hard, but I mean, I feel like it was very beneficial to my development as a player.
All right, so let's talk about that game, because we've all seen the highlights. So in that game, what do you think the key factors of what you did in that game, who you guarded, and how many points that person scored led to you being on Luhi's team?
Well, we came into the game and I had to guard one of their bigs. He was very athletic. He was a pretty good player. I think he committed to St. John's or something. I don't know, but he ended up with like 7, and I had 19. And I was just stopping him the whole game. And then our team, we actually were down at halftime by like 10 and 11, and it wasn't looking good. Like everybody in the gym was rooting for Team Mello, of course, because they have the bigger names and the higher people. But we came out the second half and we just went on a run. One of my teammates, Eddie Cook, hit a 3 at the end of the third quarter, and I came down in the fourth quarter, got and one after and one dunks, like just very high energized, and then just staying locked in on defense, help side. I think at the end of the game we were up by 1. The dude, it was a switch. I switched on to Hype Jackson on Team L, one of their point guards, and he tried to go on me, and I tipped it out of his hand kind of, so he tried to get it back and recover, and then he slipped and fell. My teammate Eddie Cook came over, trapped him, and then he turned it over, and then that ended up being like the game sealing play.
For sure, we've all seen the highlights. Tenacious on defense.
Yeah.
Now fast forward to you being at Luhi and you being on a team with 7 players ranked in the top 100 prospectively in their class.
Yeah.
So you being on a team with high level talent like that, how do you fit in? How is practice? How is juggling? Hey, this guy's ranked this guy's ranked that. This is where I'm at. This is where I'm trying to go. Let's talk about that.
Yeah. So coming from Alexander, I was a very a key player, if not the main player, and I did a lot of the contributing on offense along with my teammate. And then, going to Luhi and playing with those people, it's not every day you go and play with, like you said, 7 top 100 kids in their class. So, I had to, I came in on the first day, I was a little nervous. I was trying to figure out wow, these guys are actually good. Because it's not, you don't practice against the top competition in the country every day. So I came in there and I learned my role. 1, a defensive stopper, and 2, win, WIN, whatever is needed. So what I need to score, what I need to hit threes, what I need to rebound, stop the ball. I found my niche? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, you found your niche.
So yeah, basically just doing whatever is needed, and whenever it is needed, I'm able to do it. So yeah.
So recently you've been going up against some big names, some names that people are saying are guaranteed NBA lottery picks, some from Cameron Boozer to Chris Sinat, and you're holding them to some numbers that nobody else has been able to hold them to. So going into these games, what's your mindset defensively?
Of course, going into these games, some people will be a little intimidated, but as you can see from the summer, I love big games. That's a huge ego booster to me, because I'm all right, I get to go out and play against top talent in the country. So going into the game versus Chris Sinak, very, very talented player, very talented player, and held him to 7. And I've been getting really stronger in the weight room. So
I can see the difference.
Yeah,
I see it.
But a lot of the players, they try to bump me a little bit or try to do that. I don't go for it. I just stand my ground. And then playing against Cameron Boozer, another strong athlete, going against him, he only had 12, and I was just read his moves, studying film. Always got to watch film, see people's tendencies, what they like to do. I knew Cameron liked to, if he went right, he was going to go all the way. If he went left, he was going to try to spin back right. So, it's really easy to guard people once you realize their tendencies and what they like to do, because then that takes them out of what they normally do against other people. So then they'll know what to do. Because, me catch and shoot, or he's going to get to the rim. Once you take that away, it's not that difficult.
Okay, so that'll lead into our next question about your game prep, and then what are your pre-game rituals?
So my game prep, I watch a lot of film. I'm constantly watching film, constantly trying to learn about opponents, learn about myself, about the team. And that's what prepares me a lot for games, because you don't know what you're doing when you're out there. You're just living it. But once you actually rewatch it, that's when you can learn from it and see what you're doing and how you look. If we're talking about pregame rituals, I love listening to music before games,
Okay.
Lil Baby, Gunna, Future, a lot of the top artists, and then those just get me hype and amped up, because I play my best when I'm high energy, amped up, as you can see.
So what's your go-to song?
I'd have to say Dollar Sign, Dollar Sign, Dollar Sign by Gunna.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
We keeping it P. Okay.
Yeah, always.
So fashion on the court is a big thing nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
So if you give me your top 3 go-to sneakers, what are they gonna be?
I love the Kobe 6 reverse Grinches.
Okay.
Those are my go-to. They just feel the best on my foot. I can elevate off of that. I also like the KD 15s.
Mm-hmm.
Those are a really good shoe. Pearls, white, whatever colorway, it doesn't really matter. And then I say for my next shoe, probably the KD 8 Prontos. That's the team shoe that a lot of Nike Elite High Schools are getting right now. But those feel really good too. I have my EYBL ones too.
Mm-hmm.
Those feel good on my feet too.
Them purple joints, yeah, those are hard.
Yeah.
Those are hard. So if MJ Madison gets the shoe deal and you get to make a shoe collab, you don't get your own shoe yet. They just get your Nike ID, Adidas ID, however you want to do it. What is going to be the MJ Madison collab shoe?
The Sabrina 2s.
Tough.
I feel like I feel like that's it fits the foot perfectly for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I wore my my homeboy shoes, my homeboy Sabrina 2s once, and I played really good in that. My feet felt great. I was jumping out the gym. It was
good reaction, good
Yeah.
cushion. So going into this year with Luhi, I know you're a previous state champion in basketball. You've already won a state championship in Georgia in basketball. So I know you're chasing something. So you and Luhi, you, Cayenne, what can we look forward to for you guys chasing this national championship this year?
So, we started off kind of slow right now. We started off the season before heading into the City of Palms Classic.
Mm-hmm.
And then from then we've won, I think, 4 games in a row since then. Everybody's bought into the team and we've all locked in. And I'm really liking us for not only the EYBL Scholastic champions, but also the national champions. And that's just a goal that we got to continue to strive on and practice. Everybody has to buy in games, prep, no matter what it is, everybody has to be all in. That's what our coach always tells us, no matter what. Because if you have 9 guys on the team that's all in, you got 1 guy on the team that's not, he always mentions it using the analogy as a house. Always got to start with a foundation. If there's a little crack in the foundation or the base, house is useless at that point.
Yeah.
So everybody got to be all in. And then, I'm really liking us for national champions this year.
Yeah, because I think you guys can really match up with anybody.
Yeah.
From guard play
to bigs.
You playing defense. Y'all got real bigs. Y'all are
definitely.
I see you guys in there. Give everybody a run for their money.
Of course.
So with all of your new game success, you went from being unranked to a 4-star. How are you handling all the attention coming your way?
I always tell myself to just stay humble and thank God for everything. I've seen what can happen if somebody lets too much stuff get to their head. So I always just like I just said, try to remain humble and thank God for everything, and always just try to keep going. because 73. I'm proud of it, but I'm not satisfied at the same time. Like I know I can climb higher in the rankings. I know I'm going to, but it's just basically like a building block. And people come to me like, oh yeah, you 4-star now, you 73, you number 2 in New York. Like, thank you. I'm gonna keep going. Like that's just the mindset you always gotta have, no matter what.
Stay humble, strive for more. Make it to the top. When we number 1, you still want to be higher than number 1.
Exactly.
You playing superstar high level basketball. You're playing at a level that most kids that play high school basketball won't reach. You're playing the EYBL Scholastics. Y'all are playing the traveling schedule. Just got done with the City of Palms. What other goals and accomplishments do you have for your junior season?
I want to be known name. Like when people think of Luhi, I'm not trying to knock any of my teammates, because once again we have an amazing team, from Kai to Caden to Dylan to MJ to Nico, Omar, Musa, everybody. But I want to be like a featured name, kind of like when people think of Luhi, they think of MJ Madison as well as all the other names on our team.
We're probably trying to put that jersey in the rafters, man.
Yeah.
So I got a question for you, and I think I already know the answer to this question. What is your go-to meal on the road?
Chipotle. No matter what, like I always get a chicken burrito bowl with white rice, no beans. I hate beans. Like I don't eat
Me
black.
too, bro. It's okay.
I don't eat black beans.
No
pinto
beans for me at Chipotle. No black beans, pinto beans, lima beans.
None of that.
None of that.
And I get queso, corn, sour cream, cheese, and I always get the honey lime vinaigrette, the little orange sauce that always drizzled out on the bowl too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the go-to.
That sounds like some good eating.
And
so this is a question that we're gonna have on the ones. What are your gym bag essentials? Break down your gym bag for me. MJ's backpack or MJ's duffel bag that he's taking in the gym. What's in there?
So I always bring 2 pairs of shoes to any game, because not more so for fashion, but like I realize that you play good when you feel good. So like if you have a shoe that don't feel right and you only bring 1 pair of shoes, you can't really change it because you don't know. So I always bring a pair of shoes I know it's gonna feel good, and a pair of shoes that might not feel the best, but I know like I still want to play in. So for instance, in City of Palms, I brought 3 pairs of shoes to the thing, but to the actual games I would just bring 2. And then I always gotta have deodorant. Always gotta have that after the games, before the games. It don't matter. I've been wearing a headband recently a lot more. That's my thing. And then on my undershirt, I wear a sleeveless undershirt most of the time, because when I'm shooting, like I don't like the sleeves.
Restriction.
Yeah. And then double sock. Always got double sock. Bring 2 pairs of socks. And then of course my phone, charger, headphones, and then this right here, Aquaphor. Gotta keep that. It's cold in New York. Lips get a little dry.
Lips get ashy.
Yeah, gotta put that on there. And then that's mainly all of it for.
I think I got which one I got today. Let's see what we got, guys.
Aquaphor stick.
We got Aquaphor stick.
Aquaphor.
Hey, we'll take it. We'll take it.
We'll take that.
Name, image, likeness. MJ Madison. Aquaphor. And it's your favorite homeboy, J. Ross. This is Everything Elite. These are the ones. And today we had MJ Madison. Appreciate you coming in.
Of course. Thank y'all for having me.
And look forward to him having a big season this year at Luhi. Check them out on the EYBL Scholastic Circuit, the in-season tournament they have for EYBL. And then check him out playing on the national schedule. They got a couple more games on ESPN this year. And we out. Stay elite.
Ross, that was a great interview, man. And it was very informative. Just go ahead and give us a little feedback on what you took away from it.
After sitting down with MJ Madison, outside of all the basketball, I found out that he has a strong affinity for Chipotle.
Boy, I think that's all he eat.
He eat Chipotle 3 times a day, every day.
Every day. That's all the boy eats.
Queso.
Hey.
Queso.
Come on.
They charge for that. Queso. Charge for that.
He said they charge. Yeah, bro. And so, man, that being said, I think it's about that time, man.
Brand new year, we're going to start off with somebody we've been following since he was a kid, man. The Vulture of the Week is going to Mr. Arenas. Once you do 40 ball, 30 ball, 53 ball going into the new year, you are a part of the Vulture family, man. We can't wait to see what the future holds for you, Mr. Arenas, whether you're going to go to Arizona and play with your homeboy, Mr. Bryce, you know what I'm saying? Or if you're going to go straight to the G League, or if you go overseas, whatever your daddy wants you to do, I feel like you're going to excel. And welcome to the Vulture Club, Mr. Arenas.
Feed the Bigs Player of the Week. I got to give it to that boy Tyran Stokes, man. Boy, you came back out that thing like blazing, bruh. Hot, fire hot, scorching. And that's the way you do it, man. Because, you know, people normally have, when they're coming back from injury, it might take them a couple games to catch their rhythm back. Nah, bruh. You came back out the same way you left out, if not better, homeboy. And so, that being said, Feed the Bigs Player of the Week, Tyran Stokes. Man, go on and hit him with that kill shot for the rest of the season, my boy. A1, straight up.
Yeah, man. Y'all know what it is, man. It's the greatest of all time, Yam. Go to Yam of the Week, man. This week is going to go to Tyran Stokes, man. The comeback kid. He been laying low key, man. He already got one before, but this week, the plethora. You know, anytime one Yam is cool, but when you got a plethora, you know I'm a fool with you, man. So go to Yam of the Week. T.Y. Stokes. Let's do it.
Man, that boy had 7 dunks in one game, bro.
That's a plethora.
That's crazy.
14 points off of Yams is, that's big time.
14 points off dunks, bro. Crazy. That being said, we're going to wrap this thing up, man. Like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend to tell a friend. You know, I'm Mike V.
They call me .net.
And it's everybody's favorite homeboy, J. Ross. And please remember, let me know in the comments about this transferring in the middle of the season. Right there at the bottom, comment.
Hey, until next week, stay elite.
Stay elite.
Hey.
Mabra Law. My vision in starting the firm was to serve, to help people injured in car wrecks and to make their day better. That's why we fight for our clients. It's not about me. It's not about the other attorneys here. It's not about our staff. It's about the people that we serve. When we make them happy, that's success. We fight, you win. Mabra Law.